PAX South 2016 stage, members from Rooster Teeth.
Sorry, it's us.
Yeah. We were just saying like we're the best of the rest. Everybody else is in Fiji right now. So.
Hope you guys are ready for some second-tier comedy.
How's everybody doing? Did you guys see the laser teams?
Nice.
That's what I like to hear.
Nice. Have you seen it?
Did
Bill?
you like it?
Boo! Like, no, stop.
We saw it at what, like in June or something, so before all the effects were done. And even then, it was great. I really liked it. And I can't wait to see it with the aliens and stuff.
They were just acting against nothing when
It was like, there were like drawings of aliens, or like they would have like a Ghostbuster like cutout show up.
Chris
Because the effects weren't done yet.
Chris like edited in like xenomorphs like from Alien and like several shots. And
I want to see that movie.
Yeah.
It was a lot more copyright infringy.
Yeah. That might be
I guess we should introduce ourselves. I'm Blaine.
What do you do?
Most of the time I just take off my shirt in front of the camera.
Do it.
No. I work for live action at Rooster Teeth, and I produce $1 Million Butt.
Woo.
Big
fans here.
I'm Joel. I work for Funhouse. I mainly take off my shirt on camera as well. I occasionally show up in videos.
I'm Jordan. I work for RT Animation. Make RTAA and X-Ray and VAV.
I'm Matt. I work for Funhouse and primarily edit. So, hello.
Hello, I'm Sean. A lot of you may not know who I am. I'm the community manager over at Screw Attack. I will kiss every single one of you on the cheek. Thank you so much. I host live streams, I run our social media, and I write a couple of our shows.
And I'm Nick Kramer, sometimes known as Nervous Nick. I also work for Screw Attack, where I write, research, and edit Death Battle, along with doing voice work for Top 10s and some other videos.
Were you guys there for the live stream when we did the live Death Battle? I can't remember if you guys were there.
During the Child's Play?
Oh no, yeah. That's the thing with the torture.
Amiibo.
I was the shirtless guy torturing the amiibos with the hood on the. I take my shirt off probably more than Blaine. The only difference is nobody wants me to. So.
You got a fan?
Nobody wants them to.
Just so you know, Blaine, I'm going to arm wrestle you at the end of this panel.
Oh, we are doing that.
I don't know if you're up for that.
Anything to talk about. And here we are.
Look at us
But there you go.
talking about arm wrestling. Well, normally we jump right into Q&A, but I think we have a couple of things that we can show.
Yeah, we have a couple of videos.
Do we have any announcements or anything?
Yeah, we got a couple of things.
Oh, yeah, you
We
do.
didn't bring any assets or anything, or like prepare or do anything like that. So, are we going now?
Yeah, take it away.
Yeah, Nick, you go first.
All right, well, if you guys are familiar with our channel, you may know Death Battle. You may also know 1 Minute Melee. 1 Minute Melee is going to continue on, but we're also bringing out another show called DBX, which is short for Death Battle Exhibition. Like 1 Minute Melee, it's going to be just the really fun matchups that we really want to do, but would never fit into a Death Battle episode. So one of our top picks for DBX is going to be the Macho Man Randy Savage versus the Kool-Aid Man. Oh yeah, this is
Yeah.
and we're open to any suggestions, so if you've got them, tweet them at Screw Attack so that he has to silt through all of them.
Yeah, DBX is going to be mostly just like complete nonsense, awesome fights between characters that have no right to be fighting to the death, so that'll be good. But tell them about Death Battle and what's going on.
Well, Death Battle, if you are unaware, is on a season hiatus right now. It's coming back in March with season 3, and I can't tell you any of the matchups that are coming up yet, other than the premiere episode is going to have Bayonetta as one of the combatants. Who's got any guesses who the opponent's going to be? Nobody.
Nobody.
To be fair, we can't see you guys.
Yes, if you're raising your hands, it's impossible. Other than that, we have a new show launching on Monday on our channel called The Number One Show. It's kind of like a podcast, only it's like, 14, 15 minutes long. I guess kind of like some of more like Funhouse style stuff. But we just take the dumbest topics ever, like breakfast cereals or cereal mascots, pizza, and we get into an argument over what is the best pizza ever, or like the best cereal mascot. Our first episode is going to be what's the best action film of the 1990s, and we really tore each other's throats there.
Four Weddings and a Funeral.
What's that?
You've got mail.
Yeah.
The best action movie from the 90s is Four Weddings and a Funeral.
But other than that, we've also got a lot of stuff coming this year. We just want to say, like, the welcoming from you guys, from us getting into Rooster Teeth has been awesome. Like, you guys are just the coolest people ever. And we'll also have tons of new content. You'll see a lot of cross-promotional content with Rooster Teeth and Funhouse guys. We're going to get on their Let's Play channel a little bit and mess around. And we'll also be having, if you're familiar with our channel pretty deep, you'll know of this live-action show called The Industry, and we'll be launching Season 2 of that later this year. It's going to have 12 episodes and a bigger budget, and it's going to be freaking awesome. So there you go.
Nice. Cool. Something just occurred to me when Jordan and I were at the booth. We met a guy named Jack Danger.
Oh, yeah.
And
Is Jack Danger here?
Hey, Jack Danger.
How's it going?
So he came up and he's like, hi, I'm Blaine. He's like, hey, I'm Jack Danger. And he's like, bullshit, show me your ID. And he actually pulled it out. And his legal name is like Jackson Danger. He goes by Jack Danger.
Jack Danger, did you change your name to Jack Danger, or is that your birth name?
He said no.
What's your middle name?
Yancey.
Jack Lee Danger.
Jack Lee Danger.
It should have been like, I don't know. You know when
Fist
they're
punch. Jack Fist punch.
Fist Punch is my middle name.
We can make a show about him.
The only announcement I think that we have for Funhouse is that they announced us at RTX Australia, but I don't know if you guys watched the live stream. We are bringing on a new Funhouse member, one of the guys who was a contributor to game trailers, Omar, who's going to come on and help us do some editing and producing, which we're really excited about.
Nice.
So we're going to be able to make some of the shows that we've had sort of in development hell for a long time actually happen now, which is going to be really cool.
Very nice.
But I'm not going to say what those shows are. Sorry.
And then, do you guys want to see a clip from $1 Million Butt Season 2? Cool. All right, so let's get that clip queued up, shall we? $1 Million Butt? Mid-February. Oh, God. That episode's thoroughly screwed up because of something that I made Bernie do. We alluded to it on the podcast, but basically Bernie was naked on set for the whole day, and he was covered in goop, and it's going to be great. You guys are going to love it.
Sounds like a good time.
They came to LA to shoot some of that, and it was really impressive because we don't have real cameras or people to work with us, and they brought like a full production crew, and it was like having Hollywood magic in Hollywood. It was very exciting for us to watch how real professionals do work.
It was nice, too, because I got to sprinkle the rest of you guys into different episodes, too. Like, Peak, you make an appearance on one of the episodes. And I think Spool's playing a certain rock star. You guys will see it later. It's going to be fun, so.
Does Peak say anything?
Peak does not say
I
anything.
think Peak literally peaks.
Which is
He
weird
peek around the
because
corner.
normally you just can't keep his mouth shut. He's just a little chatterbox, that Matt Peak, so.
Why don't you cool it?
Did you guys have something you wanted to show?
Yeah, we also have, so this is going up tomorrow on the Funhouse channel. We have our monthly cartoon that we do. And if you'd like to see the full episode before everybody else does, yeah, we'd love to show that. Can we watch that too, please? Thank you.
No, I want to watch more of that end slate.
Yeah, it was really good. It's a good Mortis, right?
Let's start lining up for Q&A, eh?
Yeah, so
Sounds like a good time.
questions? No?
I think you guys got a line up or something. I see some microphones.
Are there microphones?
Yeah,
Okay.
They have just been illuminated.
Wow, look at that.
Man, that's like a
Walk
That's
towards-
all the, literally
Great.
all
like
we
a
prepared for
spotlight and
you.
everything.
Do walk towards the light.
Do you want to switch sides back and forth?
You choose.
Yeah, which side do we start with, Joel?
We're going to start stage right, sir.
You, sir.
I don't know what that means.
That's you, sir.
Me?
Yes.
Holy shit. So we were promised an arm wrestling match. Can that also be a shirtless arm wrestling match?
What a great question.
Yeah, right? Come on.
You guys do realize it's winter, and I do have to take breaks from dieting.
We'll let you do some push-ups before you take your shirt off.
You know, it's weird because when I was in Australia, somebody came up, and I was with Joel Heyman at the time, and they're like, hey, take your shirt off for this picture. And I was like, okay. And then Joel was like, no, you don't have to do that. And then he like lectured me. He was like, you're a slut. Don't take your shirt off when people ask you to. So I'm trying to be good, and I'm trying to not disappoint my parents.
I personally feel kind of weird about that because like I'm a fan of yours, Blaine. Like, you know, I love you. You're awesome.
Thank you.
And I've never met you until this morning, and I came up to you and I was like, hey, I'm Sean. I work at Screw Attack. What's up with this panel? I'm going to challenge you to an arm wrestling match. It was like the first thing this is going to be our first physical contact. And if you want to do
an arm
you
wrestling
need to be
match and more like just a hand-holding competition.
And I think
need to be shirtless.
The only
We'd
way
be okay with hand-holding competition too. Shirtless, though.
the only way it would be a shirtless arm wrestling match is if it ended in a shirtless man hug of honor and mutual respect.
Do you not respect Sean?
And I am always down for mutual respect shirtless man hugs, especially if it's with Blaine Gibson.
Blaine, don't let them pull your strings.
So Blaine, it's up to you, man.
You're not a puppet, man.
I haven't
Yes or no, Blaine?
manscaped. I'm all hairy. It's just, ugh.
I'm like a baby's bottom, so it'll balance out quite well. Maybe I'll take some from you and it will be on my chest after we hug.
Perhaps. We'll even each other out.
All right.
We'll figure it out.
Figure it
hates
out.
me already.
He'll think about it.
Blaine, you're cool.
You young lady in the blue shirt, right
yes.
there.
Hey, this
yes,
guy
ma'am.
cut.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I was wondering. Man, I'm so nervous to talk to you guys. Big fans, long time watchers. Mostly
nice.
of Joel's stuff, but yeah, I know you guys other make stuff as well. I was wondering, how do you get a job at Rooster Teeth?
Security around here? Security? Can we get security around? No? This guy, we've had a lot of problems with this guy. You're going to have to excuse him.
He won't leave us alone.
He just keeps coming by the office and just... what was the question? You wanted a job?
I just want a job.
Do you have any skills whatsoever?
Yeah.
Mostly hand modeling,
Hand modeling.
but I'm kind of versatile.
Okay.
Yeah, power bottom,
Power bottom.
that as well.
Screw Tech can work with that, I can tell you that much.
Fantastic. All right, love you guys.
See you, John.
Actually, you who were cut in line, let's let you go first.
Let's balance it out.
So on the PAX website, it says that next to Rooster Teeth, it'll be a tutorial in long division. Can you provide us with a tutorial in
Yeah,
long
Joel, how
division?
does math work?
Why'd you go to the Jewish guy first, Jordan?
I'm probably the worst person on this panel to math for you. I think
Math for us. Right now.
I got a calculator.
That's a phone.
What would you like me to divide, sir?
Give us any question.
9 divided by 2,844.
I thought that guy was going to say 3. I was like, what an idiot.
That's 0.00316455696920.
Repeating the math.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Hello. I actually have $1 million but question for you guys. You guys get $1 million, but whenever you go see a new movie in the theaters, be it a small or a big plot point, it will be spoiled for you. Something at random. Also, Blaine, this does include Star Wars.
That's my life anyway, so it's just my life plus $1 million.
What happens when you go to movies?
Movies get spoiled for me all the time.
Okay.
So
Is it only when we go to movies, or like when
Is
we
it
go
before
to
the
the movies,
movie?
or it's like if I watch a movie at my house?
Like, so long as it's a movie you've never seen before, like you all want
Yeah.
to see it, it'll be like it can be something at random, something small, something big. It's always random.
Does it get ruined for everybody else in the theater with us? Can we take them down with us?
I'll take $1 million. I mean, I agree with Blaine. I don't care if a movie is spoiled. It's still a good movie. You spoil. No, maybe you're gonna piss off the audience fast. You just spoil the movie. Never mind.
I think I would skip out on that one. I don't know if I would take that one. Yeah.
I'd do it.
I do it. Who cares about film?
I do it.
I do a lot worse things for $1 million.
It's true. Yes.
Thank you.
Is it Professor Osborne? Is that the character? Who does Ruby? Jordan, what's his name?
No, you keep trying to figure it out. I'm not going to help you.
Yes, sir.
Who is that?
All right, so this is a question for all of you. Would you want my character, Dr. Oobleck,
Oobleck.
He said the
you go.
character.
I said
you
Osman.
figured it out. Normal right off.
would you want him to be your teacher and your mentor for being a hunter?
Yeah. Why not? He's a great teacher.
I don't like school, so I want to go back to school.
He's got a coffee cup weapon. It's great. It's a thermos.
I don't know. I feel like I would never pass any tests. I would not be a good. I would just be. I'd be like the janitor, honestly. I'd be sweeping floors.
You're not even good at math.
No.
I'm just waiting for you to say something.
I'm sad to say in this scenario, I'm not familiar with that character. Sorry.
And unfortunately, neither am I, which is why I just tried to put it on him first. So.
And neither am I, which is why I've said nothing until this point.
Thank you.
Sorry we disappointed you.
He's talking to the entire audience, not just you, sir.
Yeah, not just you.
This is for the Funhouse crew, Matt and Joel. I'm a big fan, and I'm also a big fan of the Game Grumps. Like, I want to know if you guys have ever thought about doing like a thing with them, or since you're both in California. Like,
Yeah, actually, Bruce and I, about a month and a half ago, went up to their office to talk to them about doing some stuff. We've got some ideas for things we want to do, but until, like, the end of the year has been just crazy for us, especially January with everybody out of town for RTX Australia. But I think once everything calms down, we're going to figure out, like, a time to get together and really do at least one of the shows that we've talked about. So I'd like to. It's like we're planning it. It's just a question of figuring out the time. Matt?
Yeah, lots of internal talk about especially them, so stay tuned.
Yeah, thank you.
Cool.
All right, so this question is for whoever has an answer, I guess, but when making a live action video, is there anything that you personally take into consideration every time when developing the concept and writing the script?
For me, I try to make sure that I make the cast member that's going to be in the short look as stupid as possible. Because I like to think that they have an entire film crew there, and then there's going to be millions of people watching it. So, you know, like Bernie, I'll make him get naked. I'll make Josh Flanagan stick his finger up his ass. Like, so I really search for ways to just destroy my actors. I think that it's a very, Kubrick approach.
No wonder everyone likes you so much.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think making fun of ourselves is, you know, it's key, and it's also easier, I guess. So that's kind of my route. And we're, especially in the ScrewTech office, like, we're really close knit because there's only a few of us, and our office is a little bit smaller. But like, we know what gets under each other's skin, and so like when I'm on a show, like, I'll write something that I know that they wouldn't want to admit on camera. So yeah, that's how I go about it.
I think a real answer to that, though, is I actually do search for writing characters. I don't like having people play themselves because I have a hard time playing myself whenever we do live action shorts. So if it's something that they can do that's like really zany and crazy and stuff like that, then I try to do that. So.
And for us, like, we really don't have much. We don't have a crew. We don't have the resources that the Austin team has. So before we shoot anything live action, like a sketch, we all have to sort of agree that this is something that we're actually going to all be invested in and do. And if anyone's going to half-ass it or anyone's sort of not interested in doing it, we kind of don't agree to move ahead with it. We've got like a bunch of scripts of things that we've written, but for whatever reason, you know, one person was too busy and couldn't really commit the time to it. And, you know, it's intensely important for us that with such a small skeleton crew that everybody's contributing.
Okay, cool, thank you.
I never told that story about that guy, that short we were doing with you guys.
Did you want to tell that story?
Yeah.
That's a fun story.
We have a little yarn to spin for you. So,
So cool your heels for a second, guys. Sorry.
yeah. So the Funhouse guys came into Austin, all of you guys, and this is before Elise was a part of the team. And I wrote a big script where basically, I don't want to give too much away because we're probably still going to make it, but it involved Russian guards and there was tortures. There was like a waterboarding scene, and we had this one actor who was like, he thought he was just hot shit. And he showed up
from the coast.
His name was Blaine Gibson.
He showed up like an hour and a half late to set and stuff like that. And like we were doing this torture scene with Lance, and he was like, "Yeah, this is funny. This is really great." And then we got to a scene where Bruce's character farts, and this guy threw a fucking fit. And he was like, "I'm calling my agent. I'm a professional. I don't do this." And he walked off set. So you'll never see that short because this guy walked off set.
And to give you context, we were only in Austin for for 3 days, and we spent 3/4 of our day already shooting this thing. We had maybe half of it in the can already, but on the card already. They had rented out space. We had costumes. We had a whole crew. People spent money and time on this, and this guy just left. And we have an unusable piece of product that spent us a collective 100 man hours to produce.
Yeah.
It was really great.
Yeah.
Yeah, it had a fart joke in it. It was awesome.
It was art. It was an art joke.
Wasn't his agent like on our side too? Like, don't walk off or we're gonna drop you type
Yeah,
thing?
he was like, if you walk off the set, I'm dropping you. He's like, I don't care. I'm a professional. I don't do fart jokes.
He's not a professional anymore.
Yeah. His agent dropped him, so.
So we're on this side now, I think.
Yeah.
If y'all could have any superpower, what would it be?
Oh, I know. I got it. I talk about this
go ahead.
every single day when we're driving to lunch. I wish I had the power to pop a single tire with my finger on other cars on the highway. Just like whether I know this sounds awful, but whether it's the lady in the minivan that just passed me going like 500 miles an hour on the freeway, like murder. Yeah. And that could be like a Jerry Bruckheimer, Michael Bay car flip out of control. But most importantly, to the asshole behind me at the red light that's honking when other cars are coming, he wants me to turn left. I just wish I could be like, and then he's got a flat and he's stuck there like a dick. So.
People are gonna honk at him.
Sorry, I've got the concept for the comic book in my head, like one finger at a time, car, tire, pop man. I don't know, I'm still working on that.
Tire man.
Yes.
I'd say DVR mode in real life, like being able to like pause, rewind, fast forward. Yeah.
Like your actual life, or your DVR your memories, like in that episode of Black Mirror?
No, like my actual life.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and if I could like rewind to like the beginning of time, that'd be pretty dope.
Mm-hmm.
Why did I say dope? That's gross. What's that? Fuck Adam Sandler. we don't talk about him.
If I had a power, I just want to be able to fly. I had a really cool dream last night where I was flying around.
And then he woke
pretty
up
cool.
and his crotch was all wet. It was really weird.
Yeah. Well, no, that was something else, but yeah, that was a good dream. What about you?
Do I have to have a superpower? I mean, look at me. What else do I need? You need
The power of math.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's what that is. I need the power of math. That's the only thing I'm missing in my life right now.
What is it, Punk?
Well, it's not very original, but I always thought invisibility would be cool. But other than that, if I could be like a prodigy with ventriloquism, so I could really just the person in the back row there, I could whisper in your ear from here, that kind of thing. That'd be fun.
That's fucked up.
What?
Ventriloquism, man.
Think of the possibilities of being able to explode and then just appear somewhere else, so that everybody else thinks you're just some random bystander.
Would it hurt like you exploded every time?
Oh, of course, no, it wouldn't hurt.
Like,
of course not. It's a superpower. No, you just cause an explosion. Like I would just explode right here and then just come running through the audience. Like, what was that?
That's so metal. I love that.
It's like you're prestiging yourself.
Now I'm imagining like just 3 a.m. at night. I'm alone in my apartment, taking a shit, and I hear Matt Peak say, "Hey, Blaine." I'm like,
Does your superpower transcend time and space as well?
Sure.
Yes. Cannon. Scaring the shit out of some cavemen or something. He was talking to Lincoln. Behind you.
I just messed with Joel's childhood then.
Thanks.
Yep.
Yeah, thank you.
I got DBX battle. Ric Flair versus Monopoly guy.
The Monopoly guy?
But why? That's why DBX is awesome.
You know what matchup? You know what matchup I threw around for years, jokingly, because it has nothing to do with each other. The Juggernaut versus Hermione Granger. It's been this ongoing gag that I think only I find funny in The Office, but I'll just pitch it out whenever we're trying to come up with new Death Battle episodes.
And $1 million. $1 million, but every time you wake up for 1 year, a random person around the world is standing over you, butt naked.
That's 2 questions.
I'd do it.
Because you could get
Yeah,
like Olivia Wilde one morning.
Yeah, but Olivia Wilde's gonna wake up on top of you, Joel, like you're all groggy, you're like, pull off your little eye mask, and she's like, ah! And it's freaking out.
It would
Joel
be
just
her
goes,
after so
"What's
many
up?"
years of being used to it, and you just ignore that person when it's actually somebody you'd like to see naked.
I'd like to imagine like somebody would be teleported to over your bed naked, like when they're really drunk and they're like right about to throw up, they get teleported on you, you wake up, and then it's just like, ah! If it's only for a year though, yeah, take it.
It's the risk you take.
Yeah. It's serial killers. Every time you wake up, it's just a serial killer.
It's the risk you take.
And he's naked, and he's like, oh, yeah, all right.
If it's for a year, you break it down on a day-by-day basis. It's, what, $2,800 or $2,900 a day?
This
for
is
doing
math that, I don't know.
It's
This
my
is your strong
superpower.
suit.
It's kicking in.
Go ahead.
Hi. Well, before I gotta say anything, I look good on TV.
That's my kind of guy right there.
This is for Funhouse. I've always been curious. Where does the dialect of Funhouse come from? I always thought it was Funhouse.
It comes from the fact that we're Americans, god damn it. No umlauts, no intercaps, none of that bullshit.
Somebody tried and failed to start a UA chant.
US,
Thank you.
No problem. Yes, sir.
All right, this one's for Jordan. Animated Adventures is a pretty good show. I like it a lot.
It's okay.
It is pretty good, yeah.
It's decent.
Yeah.
And
Fair enough.
we had a really cool episode of can't think of the name right now. Where's My Uncle?
Oh, that's my uncle. Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna get a number 2.
Maybe. I mean, that show's really easy to write because you just take like every anime trope and throw it into a script and see how many you can cram in there. Right. It was a lot. It was probably the funnest animation we did last year. So maybe for like $250, or maybe just out of the blue we'll do another one because it was really fun. Yeah.
Nice one. Thanks.
I have a question for Jordan.
Yeah, well, I'm right here.
When are we gonna see Funhouse in an RTAA?
That's a great question. I do have one segment ready to go. Maybe I'll get around to it. I don't know.
It is really exciting to see yourself as a little RTAA character.
Yeah.
And I'm on the poster too, and I was like, oh, that's a little plane. So cute.
Someone did fan art of us in the RTA style, and
Oh, cool. I
even
don't have
that
to draw
just
it.
got me super excited. I was like,
Can we steal that so I don't have to draw you guys?
yeah, we steal from fans all the time.
Yes.
Are there any plans for bringing back the RT comics or making a comic series for any of the other branches of Rooster Teeth?
I think we're focusing our energies on more like cartoons and stuff like that. The kind of talent that we would use to animate, draw those is being put on to new shows.
Yeah, RTA kind of like supplanted the comics. And,
Right.
Kind of just continued it in an animated form. So that's kind of what that's turned into. As far as comics, like from properties, that would be interesting actually. X-Ray and Bad would make a cool comic, I think.
Yeah.
But you never know, maybe.
Yep.
Hey.
All right. Hi. How you doing? All right. So Blaine, I think we all know that you're a huge Star Wars fan, right?
What? It's a little known fact, yeah.
It's a little known fact. How many times have you seen it?
I've only seen it 6 times.
Only 6?
What? What's wrong with you? Are you okay? Did you get sick?
Yeah, well, I'm going to see it 8 times before it leaves theaters, so twice more.
Nice.
So 6, I think, is like it's a decent number, but I feel like I don't have enough cred. You know.
Has anybody here seen it more than 6 times? Yes, yes, yes. 7? More than 10? Okay.
0? Somebody shouted 0.
You're not going to like one of the
scenes.
scenes.
Back around.
I could have spoiled it. Just then I'm not going to be that asshole though. Yeah. All right. Next question.
Hello?
Hi.
Hello.
So, what do you guys think of?
Oh, cool. Well, he wasn't even dressed as Deadpool.
He stayed in line the whole time just to do that. That was pretty good.
Do I get that question then?
Why don't you finish this question?
Oh, wait. Is he coming back?
That's a different person.
Oh, okay. Sorry. We'll go to you and then we'll come back to you.
All right. So, if you guys were any flavor of ice cream, what flavor would you be?
I mean,
I'd be pralines and butt.
I was gonna say if it's about survival and I am ice cream and I don't want to be eaten, self-preservation, poop flavored. No one's gonna want to eat that.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say mint chocolate chip.
Mint chocolate chip is delicious. What are you talking about?
We'll have a talk after this.
It's so good. What's wrong with you? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Either some kind of Tim Tam flavor or just cookies and cream.
I'd be his flavor.
Cookies and cream is the best flavor, hands down.
All right.
Just to be clear, you would want to taste like Peak? Like if I were to lick Peak, you would want to be that
No. If you didn't understand, I want to taste him as ice cream. I just like his attitude. I just met him backstage in this really fancy dressing room. He's like my spirit animal now.
So in a metaphorical sense, not a literal.
Yes,
Right.
literally Peak ice cream.
I feel like Peak ice cream would be really hairy. Just be like,
The brand would be like snowy Peak ice cream.
Ooh,
you know,
that's
it'd be
nice.
Piney.
Call Ben and Jerry's.
It's got him climbing a mountain on the side.
Yes, sir.
All right. Oh, I feel half obligated to stare into the mic. I mean, mic, camera.
I know, it's weird.
So, as content creators, you guys obviously make a lot of content. Out of all that, what would you say is probably your favorite out of all of that?
All the content.
Favorite content that we've ever made?
Yeah.
Okay. This is one of the first things I ever did, and I would by no means do it again. But back in like 2008, one of the first things I did was a hot sauce eating competition. I'll spare you the details, but it totally resulted in lots of vomit everywhere.
You were drinking hot sauce.
Drinking hot sauce.
Not with chips.
Yeah, exactly. And the hot sauce that we finished on was called Dave's Insanity Sauce. Does anybody know what that is? Okay, if you don't know, I see a hand, you know the pain. The bottle literally says, warning, you can use this to remove grease stains off your garage floor. Use carefully.
Specifically your garage floor.
Yeah.
That is so dumb.
Yeah.
Is it even food at that point? Like,
It's,
can it be?
no, it's just death in a bottle.
Peak, what do you like?
Anything's food if you try.
What's your favorite show?
That's a tough one. I think should either come back to me at the end. I really like the live action
Animated
stuff we do
adventures, yeah.
with Rooster Teeth. I really like the skit we did that never got made. That was a lot of fun until it didn't happen.
Yeah, it'll get made
eventually.
Looking forward to that fart joke.
Yeah.
I think it's things that we just make. I'm really watching Ruby a lot right now because I think it's the best it's ever been. And everyone's working so hard on it, and they're kicking ass, and it's really showing.
Yeah.
I like anything that's not Achievement Hunter. I like the live action stuff. I like $1 Million But a lot. I also really like, one of the things that I like doing is, I don't edit, and so I like watching the gameplays happen or for a Funhouse open house happen in real time, and then getting the edits back and being always constantly surprised by how funny they are, especially stuff like open house where so much is added to it, a lot of photoshops and animations and zooms and weird jokes and stuff, and I just never know what to expect because James usually edits that, and it's one of my favorite things we do.
I would say immersion is a lot of fun. Just being on set as crew, but also having participated in the last one, it's they put so much into that, and it's a lot of fun.
Every time I watch Immersion, I'm like, this is like a real show. This isn't an internet show.
Oh, I saw somebody in the comments. They were like after the jetpack one, they were like, why don't they like start a theme park? And they're like Rooster Teeth Land or something. But like, yeah, like the Metal Gear Solid one, like that really looked fun. Like I was out of town at the time, but
The Five Nights at Freddy's one was awesome.
yeah,
too.
it was totally immersive.
Yeah.
The jetpack one fucking hurt. It was great. So,
thank you.
$1 million, but your toxic farts follow you around for the rest of your life.
I mean, it's already that you know.
Yeah.
So you're basically Bruce Green.
Yeah.
For $1 million.
No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't be Bruce Green.
Yeah, probably not.
No, I'd have to pass. Yeah.
Pass gas.
No, I just want to be a sneaky guy. It's a good one.
That's tough, because it kind of does already happen, but they're not actually toxic. They don't poison people, but I take it that's what you mean.
As far as you know.
As fart as you know.
Shut up.
Man, that's a tough one. I think I'd probably have to do it. Gross as it is.
If there was a stipulation of I had $1 million, but I also had to work at Olive Garden again, like I did in college, and I could just here's your breadsticks. Don't mind the toxicity of that gas. I would go for it. Yeah.
Man, some of the farts I've had, no, $1 million is not worth that.
Thank you.
One of the things I love about $1 Million Butt is that $1 million is a lot of money, but it's not a shit ton of money.
Yeah.
And so you have to make that decision of like, is this going to follow me around for the rest of my life? Is $1 million really worth it? It's not $1 billion, Buff.
Yeah.
But that's all. All right.
It's a lot of money.
It's a lot of money, but it's not. It's not fuck you money.
It's like if I'm really smart with this, I could live the rest of my life. Not like, or you could just have a really good year.
Is it my turn?
Yes.
Hey. Oh, wow, this is loud. Hey, quick question. Actually, it's kind of a serious question. I'm really bad at talking to people, but it's okay. Anyway, so I want to film and direct and stuff. So I kind of want to know, like, from like idea to paper to actually like producing it and then editing it and putting it up on YouTube. How long does that take about? And also, can I have a hug from one of you? Like, can I go up there and hug you?
After the panel, yes, you absolutely can hug us. From idea, I mean, it kind of is dependent. So, like, Matt came up with the concept for a Starbucks short not too long ago, and that one, since it was like a topical thing, we had to have a fast turnaround on that. So that was like, he wrote it, and we had it filmed within like a week and a half or so. So it really depends on how high the concept is. I mean, if it's going to be something that's like really locations heavy or it's got a bunch of like weird action and stuff like that, it might take a little bit more time. But I mean, I would literally conceptualize, write, film, and then edit something in a day back in college, because like that's just something that I love to do. So, yeah.
If you've never done like a 24-hour film fest where you get, that's what I would recommend. Like, that's the best way to sort of force yourself to be creative really, really quickly.
Yeah.
And not be precious about every step of the process.
That's a good answer, yes.
Thank you.
Hugs after.
Hugs? Right now?
Hugs after.
Oh.
You'll get them. It's okay.
Hello. I have a question and a joke for you. What's your favorite type of cookie?
Girl Scout cookies are being sold right now,
Thin
so
Mints.
I'm all about those Samoas.
Oreos all the way.
Thin Mints. What's the joke?
Cookie cake. I like cookie cake.
You seem so nervous about it. Did you hear about the spaghetti that tried to pass itself off as ramen? You
No.
know, an impasta?
I think that joke has killed me.
Somewhere Barbara chuckled and she didn't know why. In Fiji.
And then she heard Peak whisper into her ear.
Yeah, it was just Matt.
Huh? Impasta.
All right. Hello. This is a story followed by a question.
So, is anyone here a Steven Universe fan? Then you're gonna love what I'm gonna tell you.
This isn't the Steven Universe panel.
I know, but it pertains to the question of censorship. So, as everyone knows of Street Fighter V, this whole SJW, feminist, whatever, sole purpose of Mika slapping her ass, a tasteful angle of Cammy being censored, taken away, and it shows that the minority...
Is there a question?
Yes, there is.
What is your question?
What's the question?
So, in England, they censored Steven Universe, and the same people who got so wild up with Street Fighter had the same questions we had of why was it censored. And is it so funny to you that the people who oppose and want censorship to one media can't stand it having something up to their favorite media? Like, for instance, they do a censoring boycott to you to change your name and your logo because Rooster is another term for cock. And it promotes oral sex or whatever.
All right, it's got really...
I don't know what the question is anymore.
Yeah.
I'm going to say maybe. And then we'll move on to you. Go for it.
Hello.
Hey.
Hi.
Nice to see you guys.
too.
This is a question for Blaine.
Is it about censorship?
No.
Okay. Proceed.
For Star Wars, how did you react? Like the first
No,
time you
don't-
seen
don't-
it?
don't spoil
No,
it.
I'm just saying, like, the first time, how did you react?
So what I did is I went and saw it, and then I had a screening an hour after. So I had like an hour to digest everything that had happened. And to be honest, the second viewing was better, and I can't explain why. It was just weird. It was just a lot to process. I think I was just in shock, and I teared up like 4 or 5 times. So it was just like
Me too.
it was just like the experience. It was just like overwhelming that I don't think I got to process it. But I will say that overall, after seeing it 6 times, I'm not disappointed, and I would gladly go see it twice more. So
Right.
yeah, it's good.
Thank you.
Hey, this is a question for Screw Attack. For the 1 minute melee, how do you determine who wins? Like, is it like a coin flip, or is it...
We don't determine. 1 minute melee is done entirely by a non-in-house animation team. They do everything. We just kind of give them publicity, post it on the site, that sort of thing. We do the publishing for them, if you want to compare it to like video games.
Yeah. Oh, okay. It's like a team of animators. So they do 1 minute melee start to finish, and they do awesome work for us, and we love working with those guys. So, but yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, you're up.
Yeah.
Hi, Mom.
Yeah.
So this is a question for Nick. What does your shirt actually mean?
What does my shirt mean? I am second? Okay, I'll just give the short version. It just means I am second because Christ is first. There's this Christian organization. Okay, we got some people know what that is. That's actually
some
kind of cool.
Jesus fans, that's cool.
It's a Christian organization. That's the short version of it.
Cool.
Thank you.
Nick is like the best person I've ever known. And you don't know Matt Peak. Yeah. Well, Nick was the best person I ever known.
Then you met Matt.
No one is as.
I'm glad to be second.
No one is as morally. No one is as morally sound as Nicholas Kramer. You're awesome.
You're the sweetest boy.
And kiss.
All right.
Yes.
Hey.
Oh my, the slide is bright. Okay.
He's so nervous, it's funny.
You got this.
You got it.
My question would be, during one of these Q&As, have you ever found yourself nervous or intimidated by one of us, either from how swole we are or from how we look? Maybe you're trembling, peed a little in your pants, or you popped a little chub, whatever. Has it happened, and when?
I'm experiencing that right now, to be completely honest. I don't know if you guys are.
Yeah, sometimes people are just too cool.
Yeah.
And it's like, how do I talk to this person?
Yeah. Bye. There have been
Thank
times
you.
where there's been like really awkward pauses, and like someone asks like a really heavy question, you're just like, yeah, funny joke.
Yeah, whenever there's a question, you don't know how to answer it at first.
Yeah.
And it's just like, get back to
What
me.
happened to day 5?
Yeah.
I always feel bad because a lot of times the sound here, like we can hear the questions, but like whether it's an accent that I don't understand exactly or the sound might not be great. So then I'm like, what?
You know when you're in a conversation with somebody and then you just say you just like you don't hear what they say, so you say and then they like
hopefully that's
that's the answer to the question.
The only issue is we're on stage. We can't just be like,
Yeah. Sometimes you just answer maybe.
You could.
Well, I guess we could, but
I always kind of get tripped up with the anticipation of someone really putting me on the spot with a semi-complex or just question that I'm not sure how to answer, kind of like what you were saying. It's that anticipation of, I hope that doesn't happen. So
Peak insists on going last for open house because he likes to be able to think about what the question is and formulate an answer.
good
And
strategy.
Takes
so
too
we
long.
like to make him go first so that he doesn't have time to think.
Yes.
What good friends.
What happens when we die?
Well, I think based on a previous question, you're going to get a varying spectrum of responses from this table.
Yeah. Okay, if I may retract that last question, what I wanted to initially ask, if in imagining yourself in an Anchorman type battle royale between RT, Screw Attack, and Howitz, what would be your weapon and/or mount of choice?
we actually like asked Matt about if we could like do something like that, like between all of us. Whenever we brought on, it's that's a huge project, so there's not quite the time. But I mean,
2-word answer.
Ooh, sorry, man. Okay. A claw hammer.
Ooh. Oh. I feel like I'd take a barbell.
Because I actually want to emerge victorious, I want the Rhino 5 from Ratchet and Clank, and I would be riding a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Here's 2 words. Katana, tractor.
Whoa!
There you go.
That's awesome. I think Funhouse's weapon would probably Bruce would just rip a toilet out of the wall and just start crushing people's skulls with it.
It's not 2 words, Joel.
What was yours?
What did you say? It's not 2 words.
He said it wasn't 2 words.
Toilet.
Toilet Bruce.
Yeah. Bruce is our weapon.
I'd say Adam Ellis is my mount. And I would have a barbell. I'd just be swinging it.
That's intimidating.
All right.
Yes.
If you could choose another Ruby character for a death battle, who would it be?
There's so many to choose.
That's not a character name.
Yeah.
Blake.
And that wasn't the answer they wanted, but that's what they got. So there you go.
So we got like almost 5 minutes left. So let's do lightning round.
Lightning rounds?
Lightning round engage.
All right. You dropped your hands. You seem so disappointed that you're the lightning round starter.
Oh, it's my turn?
Lightning round has begun.
So awkward. So, like, you're gonna go fight the First Order. Would you choose RR2 or BB-8, and why?
BB-8, because he can give thumbs up.
C-3PO. Next question. Riding around. Lightning.
$1 million, but everything you do on your computer is activated only by your voice. Can't use your hands.
Yes.
Yes.
Activate Pornhub. Go.
Another $1 million, but $1 million, but you're a mainline sewer worker for the rest of your life.
No.
No. God, no.
Mainline sewer worker
Maybe.
from Iowa.
Oh. Are you making $1 million a year?
You. Yes.
What would you do if you had to fight Ruby from Ruby?
Oh, I would probably not fight her. Because I would lose.
I know you.
Do you?
Yeah.
Cool. Oh man, it's our friend.
For Fun the House guys, has Bruce ever farted so bad that you had to evacuate the office?
Actually, yes.
Yeah. The immediate area, anyway.
Crazy hat.
Quick fix for writer's block.
What was it?
Quick fix for writer's block.
Quick fix for writer's block.
There is no quick fix, unfortunately.
Literally banging
Whiskey.
your head against the table.
Whiskey, 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 whiskey.
Yeah, just come up with a bad idea and then roll with that and fix it later.
So Rooster Teeth started an anime podcast. Jordan, are you going to be on it soon?
The only anime I watch is That's My Uncle, so... So yeah, if they want to talk about that, yeah.
We lightninged through the people too quick. There's no more people.
Yeah, oh well.
Well, we got 4 more.
Good, I have 2 minutes to relax.
Yes.
Go for
How
it.
much for a night with Blaine?
What does that
$1 million, but you got to spend the night with Blaine.
What does
A
his night
cashier's
entail?
check made out to Joel
Anything you
Rubin
want, baby.
for $1,000.
Like, are you trying to do me in the butt or something, or?
That's up to you.
No, I do not want you to do me in the butt. We can go get a dinner, you know.
Go see Star Wars.
All right. Oh, fuck yeah.
Tips on finding my father who left me at birth.
Ooh, fuck. Remember the hard-hitting questions I said were like
yeah.
really awkward to answer? Tips on finding his father that left him at birth.
Did you check the liquor store down the street? Like, you went out to go get a pack of smokes?
The cigarette store,
Yeah, the cigarette store.
I tried.
Yeah. I'm stumped then, sorry.
I don't know what to say, man.
How often or how much do you end up drinking before a show?
Like a podcast or something?
Anything like that.
I have to drink. The one time I was on the spot, I had to get drunk before that show.
Yes.
So
Just to deal with the host.
yeah, just dealing with.
He's fucking
Thank God he's not
unbearable.
here. Let me tell you about John.
All right, so
Our
$1 million,
final question.
but every important choice in your life is made of a 20-sided die.
Made by a 20. It's like
20-sided die?
20-sided die, huh?
No.
Do I have any like?
No, I've played
Do
enough
I-
D&D.
yeah,
No,
do I-
that's a bad idea.
Do I have any skill modifiers or something?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to say no.
Yeah, probably not. All right. So that was the last one.
That was it.
I literally have 2 minutes.
Should we arm wrestle now?
Arm wrestle.
Take off your shirt. And
I was
arm wrestle.
really hoping they would forget.
All right. Okay. I'm gonna fight Blaine. Hey, before we arm wrestle, I just want to say, Nick and I, we kind of feel like the new guys, so we'd really like to get to know each and every one of y'all. So come by the Rooster Teeth booth and talk to us. We want to meet every single one of you guys, like
Play our games.
and play our games at the booth. Like, we want to get to know you. So come see us. Blaine, let's fuck. While they're getting set up, I'd also like to say that Peek and I have a session at the booth immediately afterwards. So come say hi to me and Peek.
Yeah, come by our booth. Thanks for coming out to the panel.
Who wants Blaine to win?
I think the crowd wants this to be shirtless.
All right, guys, I want a fair fight.
Want a good, clean fight? Ding, ding.
There we go. There's Blaine's kicking
Come
on.
on, you cheated!
Wow.
You cheated! Right arm.
Thanks for coming out, everybody.
Guys.
Thank
We'll
you.
see ya.